Something interesting happened when I point Cloud Code at a broken Python project and just walked away. So it read 4 files on its own, found 12 bugs, rewrote 3 files directly on disk, then wrote 170 lines of documentation. So I typed 4 prompt total, that's it. And the whole thing ran completely free. No GPU, no API key, no cloud. Same laptop from the last video. That's what we are looking at today. Alright, on the previous video, we got the Cloud Code running free on Windows using LM Studio. If you missed it, link in the description, it covered the full setup. Today is a part 2, same setup, one change. We are turning on the agent mode and giving it a real job. So here is a project, a simple Python Flask app. It manages users, handles couple of API endpoints, and connect to the local database. 4 files total, nothing fancy. I hit 6 bugs across these files. Let me show you exactly where they are. First, app.py, line number 8, no error handling. If something goes wrong, the app just crashes. No message, no explanation, just dead. Then line number 14, no input validation. Anyone can send anything, empty data, random text, malicious code. The app accepts it all blindly. Next, database.py, line number 4, hard-coded file path. The database location is baked into the code. If you move the app to another machine, it stops working. Then the line number 10, SQL injection, the most dangerous bugs here. An attacker can type special characters and steal every users in the database. One line, massive vulnerability. Then comes to utils.py, line number 11, wrong data type. Price comes in text. The code tries to do maths on it. The text times into the number, instant crash. Line number 14, terrible performance, loop inside a loop. Works fine with 10 items. Give it 1000 items, your server freezes. And the last one, requirements.txt. SQLite is listed as a package. SQLite comes built in with Python. You can't install it separately. This breaks every deployment. So essentially, 6 bugs spread across 4 files. But agent doesn't know any of this, and I'm going to tell it either. Instead, we are going to ask agent to read our code base first. Alright, that's a use case here. However, let's quickly understand how agent mode works before we run it. So in the previous video, we saw the fast mode. Cloud Code send a prompt, get the text replay. No tools, one request, one response. Agent mode is different. Model can call the tools, read a file, write a file, run a command, get the results back, decide what to do next, call another tool, keep going until the job is done. When you say fix a bug, it doesn't just tell us what to fix. It reads the file, write the fix to the disk, check its own work, all without us touching anything. That's a loop. Read, think, act, and check is what it makes slow but actually useful. Alright, before we launch, few quick changes. First, on the LM Studio, open your loaded model, set the context length to 32,000. You can adjust this based on your system RAM. More context means more memory used. While you are here, max current prediction, keep it at 1. Cloud send the background request along with the main prompt. If you allow parallel processing, the model runs out of the context at the mid of the task and clear the memory. Now on the Jinja template error, this has nothing to do with your code. Every model has a chat template, basically a set of formatting rules that wraps your prompt before it reaches to model. So wrong template in the agent mode breaks the tools completely. So fix is create a new preset with these exact values and save it. This tells LM Studio to use the format Qwen is actually trained on. And you can find the complete details on my GitHub, link in the comment sections. That's everything for the LM Studio. Now on the Cloud Code, 2 more settings. Open the PowerShell profile and add this. Timeout up to 15 minutes, max token set to 19,000. Agent mode sends much bigger prompt than simple chat. Without this, agent disconnects halfway through and loses its work. These values work for this project, but tune this based on your code size. We are ready, let's launch it. Alright, let's launch the Cloud agent, full agent mode, all the tools enabled. So we have the model Qwen 3.5 2 billion parameter running as our local model here. Of course, no cloud model here. And this is completely run this tiny open source local model. So first prompt, no hints, no mention of bugs. Read every files in this project and tell me what it does. Now let's switch to the LM Studio logs and straight away we can see a post request coming from the Cloud Code. Two requests at the same time. First one 248 tokens, done in 8 seconds. That's a Claude Code internal handshake. Second one, this is a real request, about 22,496 tokens. That's everything Claude Code loaded upfront, system instruction, tool definition, conversation history, all sent before the model read a single word from your prompt. So in the last video, with the tools disabled, token size was around 3000. Agent mode is 7 times bigger. Model needs to know every tools before it can use any of them. Now watch the progress counter, processing in batches of 512 tokens at a time. Now back on the Claude Code, 9 minutes 25 seconds. It read all the 4 files in one shot. app.py, Flask REST API, 3 routes. Database.py, SQLite layer, 3 functions. Utils.py, 4 helper functions. Requirements.txt, 3 dependencies. All correct. But notice this. It already flagged the request 2.20.0 as unused. That's one of the bugs. It found it just by reading the code. We haven't even asked to work for the bugs yet. Alright, on the same terminal, no restart, let's type the second prompt. Find every bugs, security issues and the best practices in this code base. List them all before fixing anything. And look at the logs at the prompt too. n_patch is already 21,870 tokens in the memory from the prompt 1. So it restored the checkpoint at 21,648. So only 247 tokens to process for this. But what more interesting here is look at the progress counter. 0% straight to the 98.4 and then 100% almost instantly because the checkpoints already had everything loaded. Let's see what it makes a difference on the Claude Code. So here are the results getting loaded and we can see almost 12 bugs it identified. Let's go through each one. Security first, SQL injection, line number 10. This is a dangerous one. User input goes directly into the database query. One special character, full database exposed. Next, missing input validation. App accept anything you send. No checks at all, straight into the database. And no rate limiting. Someone can hammer the login endpoints thousands of times per second. Nothing stops it. Now in the code quality, magic number, discount rate, hard-coded in the code, hard-coded database path. Move the app to another machine, it breaks. No error handlings. Something goes wrong, it just fails silently. Slow nested loops in the utils. Works fine in the small data. No documentation, inconsistent naming throughout. Finally, you can see the best practices. Flask debug mode on, app crashes in the production and show full error details publicly. No database schema defined. Unused dependency settings in the requirements. That's a total of 12 bugs. I planned 6, agent found all the 6, plus 6 more it found on its own. And it ran for 1 minute 26 seconds. Compare with the 9 minutes for the previous prompt. Same hardware, same model. Checkpoint did all that work. Alright, now prompt 3. This is where it's get really interesting. Now fix every issues you found. Write the correct code directly to the files. And it responds immediately. I'll fix all the issues in parallel. Then you start thinking. Quick look at the logs. Checkpoint restored at 22,111. Only 241 token on top. Same pattern as prompt 2. Pick up right where it left off. No cold start. So first thing what it does is it show exactly what it want to change. Red lines removed, green lines added. Line number 10, SQL injection line, gone, rewritten with the proper error handling. Choose option 2, allow all the edits in the sessions. You won't be asked again. First edit hit an error, auto recovered immediately. Then rewrote the entire database.py from the scratch. 47 lines added, 4 removed. It even built a full user class, something I never asked for. While this is running, it is fixing app.py and utils.py. At the same time, look at the task panel. Fix database.py, app.py, utils.py, all 3 files in one session. Invalid tool parameters, another error. Keep going anyway. 18 minutes in, still working, and we haven't touched anything. Alright, in 19 minutes and 42 seconds, all done. Security fixes, code quality fixes, best practices fixes, all 12 issues addressed, 3 files rewritten, and we didn't touch a single line. So net, finding a bugs was around 1 minute. Fixing everything took 19 minutes. That's over 20 minutes from the first bug found to the last file fix. So essentially, point agent to any code base and find to fix cycles stays roughly the same. Now one more prompt. I didn't plan this one. I just want to push a small model further and see where it breaks. Write a complete documentation for the entire project, including setup guide, API reference, and contributing guidelines. Save it as documentation.md. No planning, no question. It went straight to the writing. 170 lines created from scratch. And look at what it produced. Overview, quick start guide, prerequisite, installation step, full API endpoints, all accurate. Scroll down, security notes listed exactly what was fixed. Contributing guidelines, committed message format, a complete developer document. 6 minutes 47 seconds, 7 section total. Now, two things it got wrong. GitHub URL is made up, it doesn't know our repo, and the rate limiting is listed as fixed when it's only added try/except blocks. Two inaccuracies in 179 lines. Everything else accurate. Endpoint match the code, schema is correct, security notes list exactly what was fixed. So that's a 2 billion parameter model, free, CPU only, no internet. Great, before we wrap up, let's look at LM Studio what was doing throughout the entire session. Every single request, this warning appears. The reasoning setting on cannot be converted to any custom KVs. Cloud Code always asks for an extended thinking mode. Qwen 3.5 2 billion parameters doesn't support it. LM Studio logs the mismatch and moves on. Appears every request completely harmless and you can ignore it. The message count went from 2 at the start and over 80 by the end. Every file read, every tool call, every fix, stacking up the context window. And this line, watch for it whenever the agent is running. And this appears the exact moment the agent desired to call a tool. In the terminal, you can see a file being read. In the logs, you can see a decision that caused it. One shows the action, the other shows the intention. That's why I always keep the logs open. Alright, a honest scorecard, no fluff. 12 bugs found, 3 files rewritten, 179 lines of documentation, roughly 45 minutes end to end. The agent hit the error throughout. Wrong syntax, invalid tool parameters, context warning. It recovered all of them without me touching anything. The checkpoint system kept the session alive even through the disconnects. So the real question is Qwen 3.5 2 billion parameters perfect? No. The SQL was incomplete. Used f-string instead of the parameters query. Still technically vulnerable. The GitHub URL was hallucinated. One bigger code base, it can struggle more. But it found the real bugs, wrote the real fixes to the real file, produced the real documentation, all running free on the CPU-only Windows machine. No API key, no cloud, no GPU. And more importantly, no data sent to the cloud, completely private. So in the next video, same setup, bigger challenge. You will point the agent to the larger code base, use Cloud Ignore to manage the context, and swap to 7 billion parameter to see what extra size actually buys for you. All the files from this video, the broken project, the fixed version, the PowerShell configurations are documented on my GitHub page. Link in the comment section. Alright, if this content was useful, as always, like and subscribe and share it to someone who is still paying for the Cloud Code. They don't need to. See you on the next one. Take care.